Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here, grateful recovering alcoholic and addict, just like every day. Happy Sunday. Welcome to all the new subscribers, to my returning subscribers. You guys might notice a little difference in the numbers. For those of you that are fellow creators, what I did, guys, was I signed up for YouTube Premium, and they told me that they would promote my videos and put them out to a wider audience. Guys, insane, right? My family and I have been watching my numbers go through the roof over the last 24 hours. I mean, it's still relatively small, but I mean, guys, we're talking. I went from 80 subscribers to over 400 in the last 24 hours, and the number of views from something like 80 views in the last 48 hours to over 4,000. So promotion, guys. That's gonna be my first tip of the day. Always be willing to get out of your comfort zone and find ways to promote yourself. The more exposure you get, the more interest you're gonna get. Simple fact of doing the numbers there, right? So, to all my new subscribers, welcome to the channel. To my ride and dies, guys. You guys know I love you so much, and so happy to have everybody here. But to everybody, welcome, and I hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed Sunday. With that being said, clearly they're pushing my videos out further. So, guys, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and share these videos with anybody that might get something out of it. But other than that, let's just do it. So typically, you guys know Sunday is my God's day, and I'm gonna, I just tell you guys what it is. And you know what? I was up a little bit late last night watching the numbers. I was just, a little giddy with, watching the subscribership going through the roof. And I had told my buddy Doug, that you guys all know. For those who knew, you'll get to know the name. He's a buddy of mine who's, as you guys know, I'm in early recovery. I'm a recovering drug addict, and matter of fact, today being the 6th, it's depending on how February works out, either today or tomorrow, I've got 90 days of continuous sobriety. So I will be going to my meeting either tomorrow or Tuesday and getting my 90-day chip. Or if I don't make it till Friday, when I always make it to my home group, then I'll wait till Friday. But either way, it's right. Great accomplishment. But beyond that is a reflection of what has happened in my life in these last 90 days, or really 120, because I was in rehab for about 30 days before I come back out in the street. And for those of you who are in early recovery, guys, I'm the first to tell you, I was literally the most gung-ho. Literally, when I left rehab, 60 people lined up to give me a hug. All the staff, people that didn't even interact with me, knew who I was, because I literally have just, I found joy in being sober, and I found a zest for life that I haven't had in so long, and I found a happiness and joy in just building my relationship with God, right? My higher power, whom I choose to term God. Call yours what you will, as long as it's telling you to be a better person and help other people around you, and then give thanks to the magnetic resonance that is this universe we live in. Then, I don't care what you call it, and it's beautiful, right? Literally, guys, it is the difference in my life. I've tried getting clean before, and I've never had anything close to the results that I'm having today. And I'm being blessed in ways and again, all of this, guys, was not about getting things back. I wanted to be able to get through the day without having to use drugs and poison myself every day and sell my soul to the devil. And every time I made to drug dealers, and I just wanted a little bit of peace of mind, and I did this through prayer. I asked God earnestly one night for him to allow me to walk in his light, for him to show me his path for me, and just to help me figure out what it was that made me so miserable and made me want to medicate myself. And as these things started to happen for me, because literally they did. I mean, I was praying for months before I got clean, but literally the desire started getting stronger and stronger every day, and my will became stronger and stronger every day, until finally I laid in bed, tried to detox. We all know that didn't work. But again, I did finally go to rehab, and I'm so incredibly happy I did. My life is blossoming and quickly becoming something that is just getting to be beyond my wildest dreams, guys. And the thing of it is, guys, I'm engaging with my life. I'm challenging myself every day. I'm literally paying attention to everything I do. I'm living with intention to a level that very few people ever will, and I'm being rewarded to a level that very few people ever will. Guys, again, I'm not balling by any means, but literally, I'm building a solid foundation, and I'm being invited into rooms I never dreamed possible. I mean, guys, we talked about it. Hopefully, I'll hear something this week about that scholarship. But I'm about to be taking a course at Harvard University. And again, doesn't mean I'm going, doesn't mean I'm a Harvard graduate, doesn't change the person I am. But the reason I bring these things up, guys, is remember I was a homeless junkie that everybody in my past life showed a family and a few good supporters, good people that I was rooting for. But I'm somebody so many people wrote off, including myself, and that's the most important thing, guys, is that I had written myself off. And somehow, some way, man, God put that spark back in me. And when I asked Him into my life, He has come in with a boom. I think it's all a timing related thing. I'm literally bought into the point now where I believe my soul signed a contract to come down to this earth and experience suffering in a way that would literally make me relatable to every person on this planet that's going through a hard time and be able to talk them through. And that's literally what the whole point of doing this channel, guys. And I believe it's starting to spread because that's what I'm going after. It's why I want to go to school at Harvard so I can learn public speaking and persuasive writing and leadership qualities, guys. I want to make a difference in other people's lives. And because I've literally dedicated myself to that, because I've literally dedicated myself to being of service to God and to helping other people's opportunities are just popping right up in front of me in ways that I never saw coming. And it's beautiful because every time, even if I don't know that I have a limiting belief about myself, because I'm doing it in faith and I'm doing it through God, God puts somebody in my life that doesn't see that, that sees beyond the limit that I put in myself. And then God says to me, hey, I see this in you. This is an opportunity I'm aware of. Why don't you do this? And so literally, guys, not only, yes, I'm getting out of my own way, but even in ways where I'm not able to get out of my own way, God is presenting people that show me what I'm capable of that I don't see in myself. And this is why I say, guys, you got to do all the things. You can take that cup of water, that coffee cup to the ocean, scoop out, a little bit of abundance, a little bit of beauty, recovery, life, whatever. But if you bring a swimming pool, you're gonna get a whole lot more, and that's what I'm trying to do, guys. I'm literally trying to branch out my life in every different direction, try as many positive things I can, and immediately cut out anything negative. I know it's not always easy to do, guys, but literally, it's like it is so incredibly worth it. If you look at, they talk about manifestation all the time, and in the last 2 months, I've manifested a beautiful King Ranch Ford pickup truck. I told you guys, I was talking to my landlord about buying a new laptop. He gives me the brand new laptop he's got down in the office. I'm not like I need the handouts. I have plenty of money in the bank, and I'm only stacking more. But again, not plenty. There's a lot that I need to buy a home. I need to invest in real estate, so I've got passive income coming in. And again, not overnight, but these are the things that I'm actually legitimately looking at. I literally, guys, went from somebody that couldn't afford couldn't figure out how to afford a sandwich, to now I'm looking at, well, a year from now I'm going to buy a property. I'm going to have a rental property under my account, and I'm not pipe dreaming it, guys. I'm literally building my credit. My credit was tanked. It was down at like 505, 515, something like that. And here we are, 90, 100 days later. I'm already up at like 640, right? It's nothing great, but it's one hell of a rise. And that's what it is, guys. I'm on a meteoric rise out of the sewer, and I don't say it to be cocky. And literally, I have such a hard time promoting myself and saying things that make it sound like, but again, I'm doing this is using myself as an example, being vulnerable with you guys, to let you know that literally, if you are willing to make the investment in yourself, if you are willing to cut out those, or at least stand up to those that are holding you back, and walk away from things that, it was scary as hell to me, guys. When I quit my job, I was still at that point $6,000 back in rent, and terrified. I'm going to tell my landlord, who's also my best friend and now my biggest customer, that I'm quitting my job. I'm not going to have any guaranteed income coming in, and please don't throw me out in the street because I'm trying to do something. But you know what? Because he knows that I'm sober, and he believes in me, and he knows that I'm working hard, and I literally just brought it to him in a gentle way, and explain to him that, hey, listen, I'm starting my own business again. And not only is he backing me, but he's finding me more and more work. He's restructuring his entire company to give me more work, subcontracting, not working for him. Guys, when you walk in faith, when you give reverence to God, when you make yourself the most healed, giving, compassionate, best version of you possible, right? Literally, guys, things will just line up and start happening for you in ways that you never saw coming. I can't believe I'm only 90 days in, and I'm so proud of myself being 90 days in. And I've hit 90 days many times when usually locked up or whatever. This is, I think actually this might just be the first 90 days out of rehab, out of halfway house, out of anywhere that I've actually put together on my own. And it's not even, I mean, when I say on my own, I mean not being in an institution of any way, shape, or form. Other than I'm doing my IOP, I work with my therapist, I work with my recovery coach, I work with my recovery advisor. I regularly, at least minimum of one time a week, go to my home group here at, Cambridge, the Gratitude Group here in Cambridge. If you're in the area, guys, and you want an unbelievably beautiful AA meeting, it's noontime. It's across the street from 1580 Mass Ave in Cambridge. I'll get the exact address and update you on that one. It's the Harvard, I don't even know the name. It's a Harvard Church on Mass Ave, right across from 1580 Mass Ave. Guys, they have meetings 5 days a week from 12 to 1. And it is literally the most amazing group of people in there. They're so supportive, so welcoming of anybody new, and it's just a great, great engaging group. And I'm so happy I found those guys. But guys, there's so many different resources out there everywhere. I talk about all the time. I'm not a huge fan of organized religion because of the hypocrisy, whatever how you want to put it, that's happened over the years. So most people mean well in it. But unfortunately, when a business gets, when religion and business mix together, a lot of the message gets lost, and then it becomes, mine, yours, and everybody fighting for the dollar. Now wars are starting, and that's terrible. But I'm all about spirituality, and I'm all about giving reverence to your higher power. And I'm one of the few people and one of the people thinks that like all the different religions are the same in just a different custom. And I think we should all just drop the fighting amongst ourselves and just look at the similarities and look at the teachings and live that. And literally, guys, that's the difference today. Is that's what I'm doing. I'm literally making my life about Christ consciousness and just being the best version of me I can. And literally, I fail. I falter all the time, but my failures are way, way smaller now than they used to be. Because literally, guys, I'm holding myself to such a standard, not even a standard. Literally, because I'm not being hard on myself. I pat myself on the back. I give myself credit, but then I notice literally anytime I step out of line, anytime something from my past comes back at me where I used to run and hide and dread these things, I look forward to them now because I'm starting to see just how capable I am of doing good things. And I love the opportunities to make right something like you guys know about that whole oil situation. Guys, that cost me like if I was offered that job right now and for the $250 that I was paid to do that, I wouldn't do that for $1,500 today. But that's where I was at when I was doing drugs. I needed that $250 so bad, and then I didn't get the job done because the truck broke down and I ended up going into rehab. But I honored it. I went and did the work, and then I actually did double because they had another 300-gallon tank of oil sitting there that they were privy to. So I made it right, and I was so proud of myself that I did, guys. And not only that, but man, that felt so good inside, and it's one less thing that I got to worry about. Now I look forward to anything like that. Any mistakes I made in my past, I don't let them hold me back. So one of the things with my old boss, when I wasn't even out of the parking lot of rehab, and he called, and the girl was picking me up, and he's like, "Oh, is she there?" Now he was so excited to have me back. He's calling the minute I walk out the door, but then immediately he's trying to make me feel bad, saying, "Oh, you did." Nah, man, you gotta let that shit go. And I literally ended up quitting that job a week later. And he's still calling me for work all the time. And as a matter of fact, it's funny. I was talking to him one Saturday. He called to see how I was doing. And I'm like, Frankie, and I know he's going through it right now. He's lying through his teeth, but I happen to know yeah, we won't put his stuff out there. But anyway, I know he's in a bad spot, and he's lying through his teeth left and right. And when he calls to see how I'm doing, he's waiting to hear that I'm not happy with school, I'm not happy with this, that, the other. I'm like, Frankie, I'm loving my life. I'm literally winning shit left and right. My life is unfolding the most beautiful way I never saw coming. For the guy that couldn't get a fucking stimulus check, I'm winning everything I apply for, or things I don't even apply for, because I'm doing things right. And I could literally hear the animosity in his voice, and but that's where he's at today. Like people, and that's why he continues to go down. I celebrate everybody's wins. It's funny. I was getting coffee this morning, and guys, this is how I am. I'm making my coffee this morning, and a younger couple come in, and they're making coffee. It's a Cumberland Farms, so you make your own. And they come in, and they're like, "Oh, excuse me," and I'm like, "No, come on, we all need coffee, right?" And we just kind of not even like really talking a lot, but they were just kind of nice, and I'm like, "Wow, that was really cool." Like literally as outgoing, maybe not quite as outgoing as I am, but outgoing. And it made me so happy. I'm like, you know what? That's got to get rewarded. I'm going to buy that coffee. Well, imagine my surprise when they beat me to the register and I hear the guy go, hey, I want to get his coffee too. And I literally burst out laughing. I'm like, guys, I was trying to beat you to the register so I could get your guys' coffee. And we sat there and had a good laugh about it. But literally, guys, I feel like what it is this energy that I'm bringing is literally spreading, and I'm seeing a difference in my life in every way, shape, or form, and it is so amazing. And you can do this too. You can have this, and the more you have it, the more you're gonna help those around you, and it's gonna spread. And literally, guys, and it makes for the most amazing experience. My life has changed in ways I never saw coming. I'm just getting started, but I tell you right now, there's no longer a limit on the beauty that's come into my life, and it's only getting better and better by the day, guys. And it's because I got out of my own way. That's literally the most. At the end of the day, that's the biggest thing, guys. Although I got out of my own way, but I'm taking every positive action I have an opportunity to do, whether it's right for me, whether it's not. If it's positive, I do it anyway because somebody else will get something out of it, or I might like it in ways I never saw coming. I'm being open to opportunities today, and doors are being opened in front of me left and right because everywhere I go, I stand out in the crowd because of my positivity, my attitude, my willingness, and the skills that I've picked up over the years. When you're walking active addiction and not being somebody that robbed and stole and fed their addiction that way. Literally, I worked. Guys, you have to work 100 times harder than anybody around you in order just to get through the day. And literally, I've taken that old adage, chase recovery as hard as you chase your drug, and I've applied it to my life. And oh my Lord, the results are nothing short of miraculous. Guys, thank you all so incredibly much for being here. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, God. Thank you, algorithm. Thank you, fan. Thank you, subscribers. The encouragement that I'm feeling with hitting 400 plus subscribers and 4,000 plus views, like, we're gonna turn this into something, guys, and it's just literally making me challenge myself to see what I can do to be doing more research and getting better messages out. So anybody has something they'd like to know, by all means, leave a comment. But if nothing else, guys, remember, God loves you. I love you. Guys, just literally challenge yourself to be the best version of you that's ever walked the earth, and watch your life just take off in ways you never see coming. The universe is absolutely amazing. God is absolutely amazing, and the blessings that are pouring into my life literally get me emotional at least once a day. I'm not anywhere even close to ashamed to admit it. I'm literally almost crying tears of joy on a regular basis because I'm just so incredibly happy and hopeful and solid and strong and full of love for everybody. Guys, God loves you. I love you. And we'll see you in the next one.